answers. Okay? So, this is a way for you to get in touch with me, for me to get in touch with you, and not have to really be waiting for me to go check my email. Does that make sense? If you want me to, how many of you want to be a part of the group for GroupMe? Now, I know some of you are thinking when we have break, you're dropping my class, and that's fine. Okay? I don't have a problem with that at all. Now, if you want to be a part of GroupMe, and you want to be able to send me the little text messages by signing this form right here, well, it says sign name, print name. Probably print name and give me your email address, because that's how we do it.
Now, obviously, we would need this app before we could be working as a group.
And it's really easy. Yeah. The reason I use this is because you do sign up by email. You don't have to give anybody your number or anything like that. Okay? But by signing this, you are agreeing to people knowing your email address. Does that make sense? Okay. So those of you who are staying in class and are planning to use this, sign it. Those of you who are planning to drop my class at break, don't sign it. Okay?
So it would probably be under like our personal email. It doesn't have to be under...
It can be under any email address you want to use.
Okay.
So if you already have it set up and you set it up under a different email, just give me that email. Okay. The next thing we're going to go over is the syllabus. When you click on the syllabus, and I put the screen down because it blocks the view, so that's why it's a little weird. The starting information, the times and dates that we meet, my name, my phone number. However, the best way to get in touch with me is by email, because I'm not always in my office, okay? My email address, my office, which is here on the downtown campus, my office hours when I'm in the office. If you can't meet, or if you need to meet and can't meet during my office hours, I will schedule another time for you. Our textbook, you know what? This is 142. We changed for 141. The 7th edition. I need to change that. Yes. How many of you got this? Okay. 7. This is actually the lab manual. Did you have it from part 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Did your professor from part 1 use Connect?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you should have already had a username and a password, right? Has anybody tried to go onto the Connect site?
Yeah, I did on my phone, so it is a little difficult. But yeah, all I did, it just said, do you want to register? And I said, yes, you don't have to pay anything. It just shows your name on it afterwards.
Okay, so on the phone?
Yeah.
All right, did you try on the computer? Did it work?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I just need to change the book information, but it seems like everybody's on the right textbook, so the bookstore must have been okay. Sorry about that. I've got 4 different classes running, and one of them's using two are using the new, 2 are using the old. The course description, this is part 2 of A&P, had to have successfully passed 141 to be in here, so I'm guessing everybody did. The course description, if you need it, by way of the Virginia Community College system, I've got a link for it there. One of the things about now in college, and you should already know this, we're adults. I would say act accordingly. However, That's not really, but we're in a professional setting. Let's put it that way. One of the other things that I've provided for you, everything that you see here is the 16 weeks of class. 15 weeks, and then the exam week. I've even given you the day of the exam. I've given the materials that we're going to cover, the chapters, the labs. One of the things I do carry out a lab practical. Did your Part 1 professor do that? It's kind of difficult to be taking anatomy and physiology and not have the hands-on portion. Okay? So I do a lab practical the very last day. Anybody ever taken one before? Was it difficult?
No.
No? How did they have it set up?
It's kind of in stations, and you just kind of went around from station to station and you verbally explained what you were either doing or looking at.
The only difference will just simply be answering the questions. You'll have like an answer sheet, and then you just answer the questions. There are stations that I'll set up around the room. I'll have a question, and you'll just simply go to the station, answer the questions, shift, and you'll just do that all the way through the stations. Okay? The test to be completed. For class, we'll be taking 2 tests in class. We'll take the first test and the last test. Note I'm saying test. Even though we have the week of exams, the exam is not cumulative. Okay? But, yes, there's always a but. You will have to answer an essay question. The way that the essay question is going to work, I'm going to provide you with it about halfway through the semester. This will be due the last day of class. How long do you roughly have to work on it?
Half a semester.
Half a semester. Okay? It should be fine. Not only that, you can talk to me about it. You can ask me questions. The essay will be cumulative. Because what I'm going to give you is I'll give you a situation, like a clinical situation, and you're going to need to explain to me what's happening in the person's body at the cellular level. Okay? Test materials, because we might do 1 chapter in 2 days or 1 chapter in 3, whatever it takes. I didn't put on here, well, okay, the first test is definitely going to be this and this. We'll always know what they are, however. Is everybody familiar with completing a test online through Blackboard? Are you familiar with Respondus, the lockdown browser? Okay, so this is how you'll take the test. You'll take the test on Blackboard through Respondus. You'll have plenty of time to complete it, but you only get 1 opportunity to complete it.
How soon before the deadline of the test posting? Are they like a week in advance, or like? Is it
I usually give it for the entire week.
the entire week?
Sometimes it might be 5 days, but for the most part, I try for an entire week. Okay? So, the breakdown of grading. Up to this point in time, has any of your professors, any of them, used percentages?
Yeah.
Or just total points? Both. Okay? I use percentages. So you can't just simply look at your grades at the end of the semester and see, well, I've earned 800 out of the 1,000 points. So isn't that an 80? No. That's not how percentages work, okay? It's totally different. If you don't understand how percentages work, come ask me. Use my office hours to come ask me how it works. I will show you. I do keep, Blackboard does a pretty good job of making sure it kind of keeps up with your grades, but it's not the best, okay? But it's a pretty good representation. So if it shows you as earning like an 86 in the class, chances are, when I do my calculations, it's very close to that in Blackboard, okay? So you'll always be able to know your grade simply by looking in Blackboard. Any questions about the grading policy? Okay. Please note, if you're not concerned about your grade from day one, do not come talk to me about it in the last week of class. Okay? If you're not concerned from day one, there's no need to be concerned in the very last week. Assignments that we're going to be completing. On the Connect, let me see, because I want to double check. When you went to the Connect, did anybody try to click on the link that I had posted in Blackboard?
Yeah.
Yes, did that work? Yeah. Okay. So when you go to Blackboard, whoops, wrong browser. When you go to Blackboard, one of the things you'll see a link for assignments. When you look at assignments, this Connect link, okay, this hopefully takes you, yes. Unfortunately, one of the things that they've done this year, they have changed the view. So what I see and what you see are totally different. Totally different. Really wish they hadn't done that. But anyway, I don't know if it's going to let me sign in from right here, but let's, oh, it takes me to this one. Okay. So one of the things that, now don't look at mine because I have a bunch, okay? So when you sign in, hopefully you see your course, okay? When you click on it, is this the view that you get? Okay. When you click on this, do you all also have the view for the ebook?
Yes.
Okay. Did it ask for the code?
No.
No? Okay, so if your previous professor, then you still had the access. Good. Okay. So did your previous professor show you like all of the different videos and everything that's available under each chapter?
We only use fails.
What?
We only use fails. We didn't really complete.
Okay, one of the things, the textbook has excellent information. Definitely utilize it, okay? Definitely go to this link. This is where you would complete an assignment, okay? Homework assignments, you can work on it as many times as you want. There's no limit, okay? If you took it, completed it, and say you had a 96 and you're okay with that grade, you don't have to try to get 100. If you want to try to get 100, go for it, okay? They're fine. They have multiple entries on completing the homeworks. When you click on the textbook, one of the cool things about it, there's a ton of information. When you go to a chapter, as you go through the chapter, one of the things you'll see, you've got like reading, you've got video, you've got images. If you click on video, it'll take you, if that chapter has any videos available, it'll take you to videos. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things